Woody Allen story.
It began the night of our January school play. Not my self-consciousness, but my story of overcoming it.
Losing my virginity.
We had a party on stage after the play. Oh, I wasn't in the cast.
Some party.
Not me. I was on the stage crew. But I'll tell you about that later.
You were the one who brought it up.
The point is, somebody grabbed a spotlight and started a sort of game.
And then he grabbed a rifle.
When the light stopped on you, you'd have to get up and make a speech. Jack sure did all right, but why not? He was the star of the play.
And a sociopath.
That sort of thing was easy for him.
Plus, he seemed to have brought his own tux.
Of course, I wanted to do well, too. I wanted to shine.
Tonight, one of these teenagers will leave our studio with $1 million if they can spot the communists.
And then it happened. There I was, in the spotlight. And I felt uncomfortable.
Mark?
And awkward. And different. And they were all watching me.
Hello, ladies.
And laughing. At what?
That kid's 10.
Me? Well, what was I doing wrong? Did I look funny?
Kind of?
Unaccustomed as I am to public speaking.
I'll start my sentence with a strange modifier.
I guess I'll just shut up and sit down.
Why are they clapping?
I knew it.
Hey, that was neat, Marty, but don't be so self-conscious about it.
No, thanks, man. Dick.
Self-conscious. That was my trouble. That was why I felt so queer.
Not because I watched Sex and the City.
And I begin to remember other times I'd had the same feeling.
We take you now to other times.
I remembered giving a book report in class. It was exactly the same.
With a worse shirt.
Yes, as if there were a spotlight on me, and everybody was watching me. Oh, I managed to get through my report all right, but I was miserable.
Yeah, think how the class felt.
And then I remembered the first time I asked June for a date.
It was June.
I knew just what I wanted to say, but when it came right down to it, yeah, I felt spotlighted again.
Spotlighted! Self-conscious and weird.
And she was staring at... Was my face broken out again?
Were my lips weird and fishy? Hold this book, please.
And I remembered coming to try out for this play.
Looks like she's wearing a couch.
Boy, I really wanted a part. I felt sure I could get one, too, until... I'm not going to try out. I'd like to work on stage crew.
My giant collar could help, too.
The stage crew.
Bastion of the moron.
Well, it was fun. But it wasn't what I wanted.
Yeah, don't touch me, dork. I really don't like that guy.
Yeah, the night of the party, Jack said it, and I knew he was right. Self-conscious. I felt I could never get up in front of the class, or ask a girl for a date, or do anything in public again. Yeah, I was a self-conscious guy. I couldn't even stay out the party.
Stay out the party, stay out the party.
Yeah, man. Coach is showing us this little block. Oh, hi, Marty.
Oh, hi, Jack.
Oh, hi,
Say,
Denny.
what happened to you last night?
I didn't feel so good.
Oh, too bad. Boy, wasn't that something when they had that spotlight on us?
Yeah.
Gee, I was so scared my knees were knocking. I could hardly talk.
This guy's an ass.
You were self-conscious?
You.
Sure, I guess everybody is sometimes.
Everybody? I guess that's right.
Say, listen, I've got to get to class. Sure hope you're feeling better.
All right, so on.
Yeah. Shop teacher's gonna help me sharpen my collar.
Everybody. Everybody's self-conscious.
Everybody hates me.
After that, I began to notice other people.
Take a hike, self-conscious
Phil,
guy.
for example. He always seems relaxed and comfortable. But a couple of years back,
He was Greg Brady.
I can remember what a self-conscious guy he was. He really has overcome it.
He's really become an inconsiderate douchebag.
Then there's Anne. She likes to play for people.
Does she?
Watching her, I remembered 2 or 3 years ago, and how terribly self-conscious she was if anyone watched her play.
Maybe it's because she dressed like a pilgrim. That was terrible. Do it again.
She certainly has changed. Well, you can get over being self-conscious. The question is, how?
And the answer is drugs.
It wasn't long after when I made a big discovery about how to overcome self-consciousness.
Ping pong.
I was helping Jack with his ping pong game.
See?
He hadn't been playing very long, but he was learning and doing right well.
Really?
Then Hank and Bill came in and hung around watching. And suddenly it seemed as though
Tonight
Jack was
on
feeling
Stars
the
of
spot.
Ping Pong, Jack.
He started fumbling,
And bumbling.
and then he quit. Now, what made Jack suddenly feel self-conscious? Was it because he didn't play well?
You just said he played right well.
I wasn't self-conscious about ping pong. Why the difference? And then, well, I had to talk to Jack. I had an idea about self-consciousness. Everybody wants to show up really well. You want people to think you're pretty good.
At blowing lines.
Then you start thinking about yourself, how everybody's watching you, what you must look like to them.
And then you make a mess of it.
Yeah.
Sometimes, but usually you don't. You just think you do.
What's going on with his lips?
Look, if you can do something really well, then you're more confident. Self-consciousness doesn't bother you quite so much.
Ew.
If I could do more things well.
Read lines like William Shatner.
You gonna try out for the class play in April?
I guess so.
Me too. Only this time I'm really gonna try out.
Swell.
Not like last time when I dropped peyote and thought I tried out.
Marty Hampton? Hello, Marty. Are you going to help us out?
Man,
on
that
stage
teacher's
show
a
again this time?
tease.
Well, thanks.
But no thanks.
But this time I really want a part in the play.
Why, that's fine.
And Faye.
Why don't you go ahead and read some lines for me?
When I am in trouble, eating is the only thing that consoles me. Indeed, when I am in really great trouble, as anyone who knows me, and
Oh, this material's beneath my collar.
boy, I really had to fight self-consciousness then. But I knew that was the only way I'd ever be good enough. You know, I got a part.
In my hair.
I practiced a lot. I figured it was like the ping pong deal. If I could become skillful, I wouldn't be so scared of it.
Don't sign the ping pong
It was
deal.
easy alone. And finally, I got so it wasn't too hard with my family.
I started dressing like Morrissey.
I'd forget about myself and just think about doing it well.
And reading lines strangely.
At rehearsal with the other kids, I could try another idea,
A bad idea.
turning the spotlight onto someone else. Thinking about other people and telling myself I wasn't so important. And it worked part of the time. But when it came my turn to speak, then where could I turn the spotlight?
Maybe inside this book?
While we're stopped, let me remind you all of something. You know, as we go through these scenes, you should try to keep the whole situation in mind. Because, you know, after all, what other people are thinking and doing is just as important as what you're doing. Will you take those lines again?
Keep the whole situation in mind. There was an idea.
A bad idea.
Would it work? At the present moment, I'm eating muffins.
Marty. Marty, we forgot to
Because
put the
I'm
muffins on the
unhappy.
plate. Marty.
Besides, I am particularly fond of muffins. Well, I keep them.
Momentito?
They were laughing. But now I knew they were laughing at the situation, not at me.
I think it was probably both.
Yes, it really helps to develop skills, so I can concentrate on what I'm doing instead of how I'm doing it. It helps to
Hey,
think of
it's
other
young
people
David Cross.
and remember that I'm not so important. And it helps to turn that spotlight on the whole situation.
Turn that frown upside
Then
down.
I can almost forget to be self-conscious.
Or that there are no muffins on the plate.
Almost is right. I'm getting closer now, because I'm getting more and more practice in turning the spotlight onto the situation as a whole.
And practicing threesomes.
It helps in class, too. When I feel self-conscious, I remember that the class isn't interested in me, but in what I have to say.
Yeah, it was probably neither.
Well, there it is.
The fake diner booth.
I still feel a little self-conscious at times,
Maybe that's because you're wearing a size 70 coat.
but by concentrating on others, by doing my best to make the whole situation easier, I overcome my own self-consciousness. It helps me enjoy being with people.
And flirting with coat
And
racks.
I think it helps people enjoy being with me. It could help you, too, couldn't it?
Shouldn't it?